Infinite trading method part 15. Right, we start with the CCI commodity channel index and the RSI both set to default. You buy and sell if they're at the halfway points. You wait every 5 seconds to trade. Candle time set to 5 seconds, and we trade. We wait 5 seconds to trade. I'm not cutting the video so you understand that trading is 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, and 1 day at a time. You take your time and you trade. So this video is not gonna be cut, right? So first we start off with 2 and we sell because both indicators are under the halfway points, the 50 and the 0. So we sell. It doesn't have to win because, as you can see, if it loses we have something in store for that, and ultimately when we win we make everything back that we lost, right? So it's to know that the win will come. What I'm following is this on screen: 249, 19, 41, 87, 184. We trade for 30 minutes, so we'll stop trading at 240, right? 1440, right? Our first trade won, so that's good. 196, right? We ultimately go back to 2 every time we lose, and we continue to trade, right? Focus on the indicators. RSI, CCI both set to 14. You could buy and sell when RSI or CCI is up. You could sell when they're down, and that's all you need, right? So here we sell again for 2, and as you can see it's already going down in profits, right? And you trade. Ultimately you wait for every trade to be completed, and 14 seconds. So understand that okay, so that this one won again, and as you can see, not all the time you will have to use the trading method, and that's why it's good to have enough money to trade with, at least $750 to $1,000 to trade with, to understand that you would have to chase your trades when they lose and make back initially everything you lost, right? So firstly we wait last 5 seconds, right? And then we make another sell because both indicators are down, and both indicators are indicated to be down, right? So patience, and you would eventually get to exactly where you need to be, right? 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 century at a time, 1 millennium at a time, to infinity. And that's another dub, right? So this is the beauty of this method, right? We're trading after 2. The times to trade is, just trade everything except OTC. So normal trading hours from, let's say, 8 to 3 or 8 to 11. Whatever times you choose, just avoid OTC at all costs. Do not trade OTC. This method does work on OTC, but with a little bit of money, OTC would most likely beat you, because OTC is, not the actual markets. OTC is a simulation of the actual markets, which will ultimately cause you to lose. It's been tested. Well, I do trade OTCs, and there's some videos where I trade OTC, but all the time you don't have to trade OTC, right? You trade from 8 to 11 every day, right? And you will ultimately get profits, right? Currently you're trading at 213, and it's like, hey, you're saying 8 to 11 and you're trading 213 because the method does work at this time, right? But believe in yourself and think positive. You know it. Now show it. Oh my God. Don't stress. You got this. I'm keeping this pencil. Puzzle is mine now. Right, 2. Right, so ultimately understand that believing in yourself is very essential. I believe that you can do anything you want in this lifetime. You're limited to nothing, right? The limit is what you put on yourself. If you think that you can't do it, then you cannot do it. If you think that you can do it, then you will find a way to ultimately do it. Believe in yourself and think positive. That's all you need to know. Positivity, positive mindset. Then that way you attract your angels, your ancestors, your guardians. You attract anybody you believe in, right? Your gods, because ultimately positivity is what drives us forward. A negativity or a negative mindset is what would ultimately hold you back. You see here we have a good streak going for two. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About $10 profit from this 5 minute rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I mean it's $9 and some cents, but it's ultimately. So here we sell for 2 because one indicator didn't cross, so I assume that it wouldn't have crossed. But usually you wait for your both indicators to cross. But yeah, you could use your judgment. Whatever you think goes, right? And it's following up. So when you lose with 2, you do 4, you do 9, you do 19, you do 41, 87, 184, and ultimately understanding that you only lose if you give up. You never lose if you keep going, right? Understand that you only lose if you give up. You only lose if you give up. Simply that. Simply put, simply that, right? So yeah, here we go back down to 2. I mean, we have a very good rally going. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. $11.90, right? And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, $11.90. Not really. It's not $11.90. That was just quick maths. So yeah, we buy for 2 again, and we wait. Even though 2 is about to lose, we do 4, right? Even though 2 went down, we do 4. It's believing you can do it. You can do anything you want to do in this world, right? Anything you want, right? It's ultimately believing that you can and then walking towards that goal every single day and understanding that you can. You can do anything you want, right? Anything. But don't let anything limit you and don't let anything hold you back, right? That's what you need to do and that's what you need to understand. That the only limit is yourself. You can overcome anything you want, but it wouldn't be as easy as you think. Everything isn't just handed to you on a silver platter. You have to wake up every day and put in the work. Consistency changes the world. Consistency builds houses. Consistency builds relationship. Consistency builds showing up every day on what you want and putting the work into what you want, and you would ultimately find yourself going to exactly where you need to be, right? Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, right? Believe in yourself and think positive. You know it, now show it. Simply that, and you will find everything in your life aligning the way it should be. If you think that you can't, then you ultimately won't. If you think that you can, then you will find a way to. Know that you can, right? Tell yourself, I can. More I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Do not let anything limit you. There's nothing you could that could ultimately hold you back but yourself. A simple fact of life. So here you see that our streak got broken, but that's okay because we have something in store for that. And at this 5 second mark, we'll make a trade for $4, and that would either win or lose, but it doesn't matter, right? Whether it wins or whether it loses, we sell here for 4, and we move up to 9, and we wait. Right? Ultimately, understanding that, hey, it's up to you. So this trading method is a gift to you, right? To make money, to sit at home and actually do the things you like while you make money. And sooner or later, I'm gonna launch a bot that you could pay for, and that you could just leave, let it make money for you, even when you sleep. Even when you sleep, the bot makes money for you, right? So yeah, this trade lost, and that's fine. That's 456, and with this trade, we'll make back $8.04, which is $8.84, which is $2.84 profits. So you make back what you lost plus $2.84 profits, right? And we buy here for, I mean, they're down. You wait, and then you buy here ultimately for $9, and you wait. Even though it seems as if it's going back down, my indicators give me an indication for up. So therefore, I bought here, and I'm waiting, right? As I said, we started at 210, 410, 1410, right? And we're going to ultimately stop at 1440, right? Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, right? So yeah, this trade won, and ultimately upon winning a trade, you go back to the original, right? So you go back to two. Simply put, simply that, right? Infinite trading method, infinite money, infinite everything, right? So here we buy for two because our indicators are up, even though it seems as if it's rejecting. You can't assume it's doing anything. You do what the indicators say. You just do what the indicators say. Whether it wins or loses, you just do what the indicators say. You will eventually win, right? So it's okay if this trade loses, right? Ultimately understanding that you will win. You will win, just watch. You will win, just watch. Right? And that should be something you should tell yourself every day. I will win, just watch. I will win, just watch. Understand that you're protected and you're divine and you're guided. You're not just limited to your physical self and what you see around you. You are infinite and your potential is also infinite. And you feel unhappy doing the things you do is because your potential understands that you could be doing much more, right? So it pushes you to do much more and it makes you feel stressed, right? But don't stress, you got this. Simply put. Right? Don't fear, don't doubt, eradicate all that. No more fear, no more doubt. Understand that you can do everything and it wouldn't happen right away. But through perseverance, through compromise and consistency, you'll be able to do whatever you want in this world, right? Patience, one day at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 century at a time, 1 millennium at a time, infinity. 888, right? So yeah, right. So here we go back down to two, and then we sell for two. I mean, it's okay that we got our sell late, but it would have been a lot more fun if we got it a bit earlier, right? Yeah, you got it. You can do anything you want in this world, right? It's a matter of showing up every day and putting in that consistent work. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised of the things you're able to do, right? Just by showing up every day and putting in that work, right? You have the potential to do what you want in this world. Like your brain, and the power of your brain. Do not underestimate your brain. Know that your brain is a very powerful thing. Whatever you tell yourself is what you do. If you continuously tell yourself you can and you will, that's what you're going to do. Don't ever give up. I don't ever give up on nothing that you do and nothing that you try. Don't ever give up. Right? Ultimately only fail if you give up. Perseverance, always push through, to always be pushing P. Right? 249, right? Understand who you are, understand your potential, understand your purpose. Your potential is not limited to what you see around you. Again, you are the galaxy in infinite motion. You are the multiverse in infinite motion. Everything around you is what you are part of, right? Just as how the heart and the lungs all come together to make up the human body, you and everybody else around you come together to make up the earth. So what does that tell you? Not just the earth, make up the multiverse. So what does that tell you? Does that tell you that you're lesser than the multiverse? Just as we know that the lion cannot survive without the gazelle, right? We know for a fact that the lion is at top. Yes, and the lion is the strongest, but without the gazelle, he's dead. He's hungry. He's starving, right? So ultimately understand your purpose. You are what makes up the universe. You are who decides what the universe does, right? It's your choice. You can either A, sit down home every day and sulk because of that fact, Or B, realize your potential and start moving towards your potential, right? Realize who you are, realize your purpose. What is your purpose? Right? Find your purpose, right? What is your purpose? Do you have a purpose? Yes, you do. Everybody has a purpose. But it's a matter of finding it and then moving towards that purpose every single day, right? Be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. You have infinite potential. You can do what you want in this universe, right? So how about you do it while being yourself? So here we're going to sell for $2. And all I'm doing is I'm watching my RSI, my indicators, RSI, CCI. They're both under their halfway point, so it's obviously a down, right? And even if it doesn't go down, you understand that you will win. It's just a matter of patience and you will win, right? It's a matter of waiting, that waiting game, and you will win. There's nothing that stops you but yourself, right? Understanding that simple fact of life. There's nothing that could stop you but yourself. You could jump out and say, hey, I'm losing too much, let me stop trading, right? And ultimately quit. But in quitting is where you ultimately lose, right? So keep in mind that you are powerful and you can do anything you want as long as you continuously try, right? The ability to try and the ability to continue trying regardless of the outcome, regardless of what happens, the ability to keep going, right? The losses are not there to keep you back and the losses are not there to hold you down. The losses are actually there to push you forward. You lose in order to win. Just as how this trading method works, right? 249, right? You lose in order to win. You understand that? Even here, you would jump out at this trade, but you lose in order to win. And in winning, you gain everything and more. You gain much more than you lost throughout, right? Understand that. Understand the only time that you lose is when you inevitably give up, right? You could never give up, and you always keep trying, you always keep going, you always keep pushing P, right? So this trade won, and we're ultimately going to stop trading at 2:30 instead of 2:40, 10 minutes earlier. Right, so here we make another trade for $2 for a sell because both indicators indicate down, even though they're going up now, but both of them indicated down when 5 seconds hit. We make a trade every 5 seconds and we wait, right? Matter of fact, so like, comment, subscribe, share with family members, share with everybody you know, right? Comment where you're from and watch how this trading method works. And it works. It's the infinite trading method. So here we sell for 4 and we wait, and if 4 loses we do 9, and so on and so forth. It's ultimately when this trade wins, we're going to stop this video. This is infinite trading method part 16. Right, and GG.